Hey everybody, welcome to another Paint the Edge Up, where I teach you how to make a cool painting in about an hour and I get a little drunk doing it. My name is Joel, and today we are painting the old paint cow. Okay, this is a cool fun one, you know, lots of colors you can play with. And if you love cows, there you go, okay? So that's what we're painting today. Like always, I will give away a free giveaway painting like I do every stream. All you gotta do is correctly answer my subjective trivia question first in the comments, and I will send you a free painting of your choice. I've also got links up here if you want to like and share and smash buttons and likes and donate monies and all that. You can do that. I appreciate it. Okay. What else? I think that's about it. Oh, I have shot glasses now you can buy if you want a shot glass. So let me know. We'll paint the edge off shot glasses. Philip. My cat's meowing. Okay, before I jump into this, let me tell you what you're going to need for this. You'll need a canvas. I'm using 16 by 20. Feel free to use another size, but that's what I'm using. Okay. I've also got paper towels. Wipe up any oopsie daisies. I've also got water cup. Okay, that's water that you need to mix in with your acrylic paint. Kitty. This is acrylic paint, so water is kind of the medium for it. I've also got whiskey. Okay, I've got a blow dryer. Helps me dry my painting nice and fast. I've got paper plates, what I use for my palette. Basically, you can use whatever you want, but I like the paper plates. They're just kind of easy. I've also got some tools here. So I've got a few brushes. I've got my big flat brush. Okay, I've got my medium flat brush, my medium round brush, and my little tiny round brush. Okay, anytime you're not using them, throw them in that water cup and leave them there. Okay. All right, I've also got a pencil and an eraser. Okay, that's the meat of the eraser there. Philip, what are you doing? Philip? Cat's being a little weird. Okay, I've got two pieces of chalk. I've got my orange and blue chalk. That's just like sidewalk chalk. You can draw on your canvas, on top of your paint, on top of your dried paint layers, and then you can wipe it off with a wet paper towel or your finger. And I've got a Sharpie. This is like a Sharpie and a couple things, so they still show up at the end, okay? Oh, also, I've got a ruler, okay? You want some kind of straight edge, all right? Hey, what's up, Mikey? I've also got, I think that's everything, yeah. Okay, that being said, let's take a shot and we shall get started. Cheers. The shot counter is not accurate, you are right. Oh wait, hold on. 1 second. Let me open the old shot counter. Sorry about that. Good call though. Did not notice that. Hey, one shot. Okay. Yeah, the shot counter's not accurate. I just started streaming. Okay, let's get started. Now, I've already kind of lightly drawn in some of this, but I'm just going to go through it real quick. Okay, now the top, I would start with our big marks. Before we get it all drawing in the cow, though, the best thing to do is put that big, long line there. Okay, now just aim this. Now, it's best to have a straight edge that actually reaches both sides, but I don't. So I'm going to aim this down there at the edge. That looks pretty accurate, I think. Now, when it goes behind the cow there, you can kind of fade off in the middle. But then if I go down here, and I go like that, okay, well, still pretty accurate. Okay, we've kind of got this line that goes across our painting, okay? This is kind of a good tool to use, too, to see, like, when you're lining things up when you're drawing them. Okay, Mikey, how you been, dude? What's been up? I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing here. Mikey's on, so I'm talking to him a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna walk you through these big points to start drawing. Okay, now this is about a fourth of the actually it's more like a third, a little between a fourth and a third of the canvas. Down from the top, that's where this line starts. It's gonna go out just a ways before you hit this line. Okay, start that there. Up here at the top, it's about 3 fingers for me. It's about, I don't know, 2 inches or something. Just a little bit there. Give yourself a little room. You know, nice little border there. All right, and then from there you can make that, I don't know, a few fingers wide, you know, about 4 inches wide, probably maybe 3 inches wide. And then I'm gonna kind of just draw this down, this dip. Here we go, there's the back, top of the head. Now this is gonna go down. This is where it gets hard, is drawing this in. Now one thing I'll tell you is that you go over, you bring this down, you make a little bubble here for the eye, right? Something like that. Philip, it's okay. Come here. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you. How's your streams been going, man? Streaming it up? Making tons on the stock market? Now, one thing I would do is this is kind of where I would start. I would start with this little nose section here. That's a kind of a thick one. It's like, you know, 2.5 inches tall probably, and I don't know, 3-4 inches wide, something like that. And but I would start there. Just remember that top corner of your nose should be right there on this line, okay? And again, that's just a little ways up, you know, from that point. I don't know how far that is, but that's, you know, that's what I would start to use there to see how far that is up. Take that, you know, it's a lot further than it is. It's probably 3-4 inches or something from the bottom. But I would start with this little rectangle first, right? Now, once you got this in, you kind of bring this down. What you want to do is put a line just right set inside from the corner and draw it just angling over just a little bit, not much. It's not quite straight up. It's not really a 45 degree. It's kind of, it's more straight up and down. Another month down, huh? Dude, I can't believe it's already fucking September tomorrow. Like, it's nuts. Philip, come here, Philip. I think I might have to go let my cat out. Oh, hold on, he wants out of this room. Come on, Philip. Here you go. Ugh, okay. Friggin' cats. Yeah, it's September now, and I work at a restaurant, and it's kind of our busy season now. It's football season coming back. Okay, let's put a little ear out here. It kind of goes up, down, comes to a point. At the bottom, it kind of goes down, and it curves there. There's a big round area that comes in there. Now, I would come back to this section. Let's come over here for a second. So when this goes down, it's going to kind of basically come to this point here, right? From this bottom of this nose to, and then this is going to drop down, right? So I would go from the bottom of here, just right under this bottom corner, make a little, got a little lip there, pop it up. It's going to kind of angle up a little bit. It's not just straight over, it's a little angled up. All right. I'm going to go over from this side, or from, you know, this, or from the side of here. Find a good little chunk there. Okay, it's dropped down a little bit. Somewhere in there, just draw a line straight down. Before it comes to this point, well before it gets there, you're going to draw a line right here that crosses this line, right? I'm going to find right there. I'm going to draw this down. Right, there's kind of lob off the end there, make a little corner. I want to put another big ear in here. Again, I would look at this space. Make this little, you know, there's a little bit of space there before this ear comes. It just kind of curves around. There's an ear. All right, now in between here is kind of where this eye is. Drop down the eyes. Really, I would find those first. Give this a little bit of space from the left. Don't put it too close to the ear. Put it closer to the middle, and just draw yourself a little football shape. Okay, just a little football shape. Boom. Okay, so we've got this line drawn. We've got this line drawn. We've got the ear in. Okay, from the side, we just need to drop this straight down, basically, and where it runs into this angled line, right? Drop that down where it runs into this. Okay. What we're gonna do is go over here, draw this eye in over here. Now this eye is more turned, it's more cocked. It can be a little bit smaller. So, but I'm gonna try to keep it right in here in this kind of range. Maybe you can go a little higher or lower, but maybe a little higher more than lower. And this one's gonna be a little skinnier line. You can make it a little bit rounder at the bottom, because that's where it's kind of turning towards you. Okay. In here, I'm gonna make a little line, a little in from the corner of the nose. I'm gonna bring this up, bring that all the way up. There's my cow's little snout there. And then let's put a little mask in here. Whatever you want to do for the mask. Boom. Okay, that's the hard part. Hey, going good, Cockalog. How you been? Okay, let's make... now, this is the other thing I do. I'd start here at the bottom. let's make a little mark here. Now that is probably, this is a 20-inch long. That's a third of that. So what's 20 divided by 3? It's like 6.5, something like that. 6-7 inches. And then draw a line up. Then draw another line that comes straight over, runs into the bottom of that little lip there, or cheek. Okay, and then I'm gonna put in, just put some big cow patterns in somewhere on the back. Boom, there you go. Woo! We did it! Okay, first step down. Got the drawing in. Got the boring part done. Alright, we'll take a shot. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna trace in my... Oh god, whoops. Trace in my eyeballs. I'm not gonna trace everything in just these, because these are gonna be black. They're gonna be very near the back. I'm gonna also put in just kind of a light dotted line kind of around where my nose is. Boom. That's about it. I just want to put those couple big things so that if I paint over, they still show. Woo! Cheers! Alright, shot number dose. Hey, if you guys want to win a free painting today, I'll go ahead and do my trivia question. Okay, what is the worst reboot? Okay, is it A, The Lion King, B, World War II, C, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, D, I Don't Get It, E, Chucky, F, the 2008 Bailout, G, the Great Depression, or H, Mulan? Okay. Hey, Space Limbo, nice to see you there. I just did the trivia question if you want to win a free painting. We just got our drawing in. Let's start painting. Alright. Alright, trivia question going down. Alright. Take a plate. We're going to start with our blue. We're going to start with our background, alright? Work your way from the background to the foreground. Okay. Blue. Let's take our big brush out of our water cup. Tap it off. And let's get going here. Let's take some blue. You guys want to start by stirring your water with your paint. So get that stirred in. Let's grab a little bit of white. Kaboom. Light blue. I would mix whatever color you want up here. Honestly, you mix a little bit of white with phthalo blue and it makes really two pretty blues. So find one you like. And then we'll do the lighter blue side. We'll just add more white. I'm gonna make mine a little bit lighter though. Okay, that's a good color. Mix up a lot. Well, actually, you probably don't need that much, but I'm gonna go ahead and mix up a lot. Okay, let's put this top section in. As I go, I'm gonna paint my edges. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually try to make this straight for the most part. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go around as much I can, around my cow as much as I can. Go a little over those lines. That's better than not going all the way to them. Just the worst reboot. Okay, not worst received, just the worst one. This is my subjective trivia question. Okay, I'll put the answers back up in a minute. Now I want to paint my bottom blue here, save myself time, but what happens if you paint your bottom before you get to the end is it dries, sticks to your easel, and it's just gonna have a bad time. But yeah, there's been some pretty awful reboots lately. One I didn't include would be like the feudal system coming back. Didn't see that coming. Or the Jungle Book. Okay, let's take our paintbrush. Now, we've already got our lighter blue. Let's add just a bunch of white. Let's make a real light blue, okay? Not so light, but let's make a lot of this. You're going to paint more light blue than you are dark blue, so you'll need more light blue than you had dark blue, if that helps you at all. You know what? I don't know. I'm just, do whatever you want with that information. Say a word. Alright, let's start painting. Let's just start filling this bitch in. Oh, what's been going on, everybody? Mikey, been trading some stocks, cogging along. What you been up to? Space Limbo, first time watcher, if you're even still there. I don't know. Start watching some shows. Now this part you just gotta really, sometimes you just kinda gotta go for it. If it's a little off, I would just let it dry. After a certain point, you could also tape it off if you want to cheat. It's good practice to try to make that line, but you could just tape that off. That straight line, straight edge. But you know what? I'm not a cheater, okay? No cheater. Yeah. Oh, sheesh, that's a lot darker. Sheesh. Alright, just bend the brush to your will. Really just, you can imagine it, you can do it with your brush. Gotta feel it. Just feel the brush, okay? Just feel the brush. It's just you and the brush. You guys are just it's just you two working on this. There's no one else helping. It's just you and your brush. Everyone else has abandoned your mission. And it's just you and the brush left. And it's just you and a brush. It's my dick in a box. I don't know why that just came to my head. So anyway. Me and my girlfriend watching F-Boy Island. Now that's a little wiggly, but you know what? I don't care. We started watching a show called F-Boy Island, and the premise is like, there's 3 girls. They're on this island, trying to find love. But there's 30 guys, or was it 24? But there's like 12 nice guys and 12 F-boys. And you don't know who's who, right? And the girls gotta pick somebody. They don't necessarily have to pick a nice guy or anything, I think. I think that's the thing, you know. But it's pretty funny though. There's always, half the guys are just tools. They're all tools kind of, but like half of them are really tools. They're self-proclaimed F-boys, you know, like F-boys, loud and proud. And they're like, yeah, that's me, piece of shit, and I'm proud of it. So it's like 12 of them and 12 nice guys who are all handsome and everything. You wouldn't be able to tell, you know, you can't tell anything, but it's been pretty funny to watch, honestly. They just like, the funniest thing is how bothered the girls are that the boys are like having fun in their own time. Like, you just seem a lot more into the guys here, and it's like, yeah, well, there's 3 of you and 30 of us. We got to do a lot of, you know, we got a lot of downtime here. We're gonna not hang out. But then those same guys, they're just like kind of shy. They're not going up and talking to the girls. It's kind of funny though. Oh, I'm out of whiskey. What do I do? Oh, I know. Get my other bottle of whiskey out. Okay, this is gonna be shot number 3. Oh shit. Way more out than I needed. Okay, I'm gonna start the cow here in a second again. Trivia question. What was the worst reboot? Okay. Is it A, The Lion King? B, World War II? Is it, C, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Is it D, I Don't Get It? Is it E, Chucky? Is it F, the 2008 Bailout? Or G, the Great Depression? H, Mulan? Okay. Give it a guess. Don't look it up. A pretty clear, obvious winner. Cheers. By the way, this is what Chucky looks like now in the show. Just to give you some clarification there. Yeah, this is what, I don't know. I saw actually some of the new Chucky show. I think it's a show. I don't know. I mean, maybe, I'm sure it's getting to the craziness. The first couple episodes I watched were pretty dumb. But, you know, there's that. Okay? Okay? Okay. Alright, let's take the trivia question down. Okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get you drunk. I'm gonna take my big flat brush and I'm gonna wash it out. Okay, so we already got, we got a guess for F. F is off the table. Has been guessed. Okay, let's take our new plate. Let's get red and white. Okay, let's take our big brush and make ourselves a light paint. Just white and red. I would start just a little bit of red. Bring just a little bit of red in with your white. And get yourself a nice light pink. One thing I always feel like is whenever I'm mixing up colors, it always seems like it's lighter on my canvas or on my palette. But then when I start painting, it always seems to come out a lot darker than it looks. So I don't know, just something to maybe check that with yours. If you feel like, man, I keep thinking that's really light. I put it on my canvas, it seems darker. I don't know, that's how it feels to me. Just how it feels to me. But yeah. Mix up a pink, and we're gonna start filling stuff in, okay? Just kind of painting some big sections in. Alright, let's start in here. Let's just start with our big section. I'm gonna paint right over my lines. Anything that's not... Basically, I'm gonna paint pink and my purple sections. So anything that's not my purple section, I am gonna paint this. Okay, now the purple sections are this section, these two sections, and the nose. Okay, but in here, look, I'm gonna paint right over that. I'm gonna paint right over it. Now, it covers up my pencil drawing quite a bit, but I can still kind of see it, so not the end of the world. But yeah, the F-Boy Island show, kind of funny. And then when they get kicked out, there's a little spot. The F-Boys go to this like shack on the beach, and they'd like break coconuts and stuff. And the good boys, when they get voted out, they live in this mansion, the good boy mansion. That's pretty funny. Oh, that show's entertaining. You know what's weird though is that there's 3 girls, right? And just like 24, 30 guys somewhere in there. And there's the big one, right? So, but then every episode, each of the 3, one of the 3 has to vote. Somebody's out. I'm always like, what happens if like you vote out somebody that like one of the other 2 girls is wanting, you know? Well, that happens, and it's pretty entertaining. They're just like, wait, no, you can't do that. And it's like, what? Okay. Alright, well, you're gonna sacrifice one of yours to save them. Blah, blah, blah. And it's pretty funny. Kind of, some guys just get screwed on there, though. Okay. So, I'm filling in most of my big sections. Let's go out here. Let's do our outside areas. Okay, let's really set those in. So, right here, let's just, boom, set that in. Just draw that in, okay? Seem to notice. Let's go. You can go a little over. To go into your nose a little bit. You know, it may become a little smaller, or maybe doesn't sit right where it's sitting right now. So, go ahead and go in there a little bit. But definitely go all the way around it, set in those outside areas with pink. Oh, yeah! I just kind of pressed my brush down and just kind of, okay, and I just trusted whatever my brush did. Which gave him a little bit of a droop there. Hey, I'm okay with it. Okay, now this part. This is where you really want to set this line in, okay? Bring it all the way down through that nose. Hey, what's up, Tammy? Right back to you. Alright. Tammy, you ever watch F-Boy Island? You ever seen that show? That's what I was talking about a second ago. Alright, let's bring this down and make this little notch right there. This is kind of a little eye bubble, but it's set up, you know, it's kind of like its brow. right? Tammy, me and my girlfriend have been watching F-Boy Island, and it's pretty funny. Okay, so now I just bring this in. Now at the top, I'm gonna give my cow has a little bit of a bowl cut here, a little bit of a goofy haircut on top. So I'm gonna give him just a little bulb right there, a little thing there, okay? Okay, now, oh, you know what? Crap, I need purple. I didn't say purple at the beginning of the video, but you'll need purple, okay? If you don't have purple, mix up blue and red and some white, and you'll make some purple. Yeah, it is draft day soon. Guess we're just gonna do it online. The only problem with that is if I'm at work, I have terrible internet. I'm gonna have to do it in the office work computer and bring somebody there to be like, hey, you have to work while I'm doing this and don't bother me. Okay, so we got the pink in. Another shot. Yeah, I haven't kept up with football really much at all. So our fantasy football draft, I'm just gonna wing it. I've got 3 though, I'm in 3. So I think ours will be the last one I do, so, or maybe the second to last one actually. Well, I'll have this one that I'm doing tonight for practice, and then I'll be real good. Okay, cheers. Four shots. Okay, now what we know how to do, take our big brush and let's wash the living shit out of it, okay? Now I'm just gonna swish it back and forth. Alright. Some people, well, you could tap it on the bottom a little bit, kind of tap it, and then swish it back and forth. Just don't stab the cup. Everyone likes to just give, you know, Bob Ross really, okay, when he said beat the devil out of his brush, he's using a giant, thick brush that's for oil paint. You have to beat those up to get them clean. We are painting with acrylic paint. These are small, synthetic hair brushes. If you beat the devil out of it, you will destroy your brush. Now, if you're painting oil painting, you got thick hog hair brushes, yes, by all means, wash the shit out of it. These little hog hair brushes, just swish them back and forth really vigorously. You know, in the water, there you go. Hop in the cargo with us. Oh, Tammy says sexy cow. Well, thank you, Tammy. Alright, let's take our purple and let's paint these other sections purple. Well, unfortunately, Tammy, I'm working Sunday, so I'll have to do it from work. I don't think I'll be able to get away. Alright. Okay, let's take our dark purple and paint in our purple sections. This is a sexy cow, though, isn't it? Very fashionable. So I'm basically coloring in right now. You know, don't worry too much about... These are getting our big sections in. We can always fix this stuff later, too. Let's just paint this shit in. Try to get some even brush strokes a little bit, because when you use just, you know, store-bought purple paint, it's kind of transparent. You see like every single brush stroke you make. So those colors I might go back and brush out, but most of the time I don't even mess with it. Honestly, what I'm really going to do is probably just add a second layer at some point. You know, that's probably the real way you deal with it. Alright, boom. Next, there. Take a small brush if you need to, okay? Take a small brush if you need to. It's okay. Take as long as you need this. We're literally just blocking in the colors, so it doesn't really matter. You can pause, do this section, take this long at this section. You're just filling in colors. There's nothing, doesn't matter if it takes you a while. There's nothing you have to mix in right now. This is just your base layers. Yeah. Oh shit, whoops, okay. Hey, there we go. That doesn't look too bad. There we go. There we go. Hey, how are we doing out there? Everybody doing okay? Happy Merry Wednesday to you, and a Happy New Year. Can't believe it's almost already fucking September. Wait, you know, September's like, okay, wait, do other countries, we all use the same months, right? But we all use the same time. Like, there's like different measurements and stuff, but we all use the same time. This is like, I'm sorry, this is like the dumbest thought, probably for some people, but okay, yeah, we have like metric system and blah blah blah, but our time system's all the same, right? So it's, we still all go by September. The months are all the same, right? Internationally, I don't know. Like times, I don't know. Like our shoe size is the same in every country. Our clothing sizes is math the same in every country. Is time measurements the same? I got measurements. There's like different measurements, right? Like kilometer and mile. We all still use like hours and minutes and seconds, right? Has anyone ever had a different system? Oh god. Alright, I swear I'm not high or anything. I don't know why I'm trying with this shit. Okay. Nose time. Alright, now nose, go for it, okay? Let's just really... Boom. Oh shit. Okay, maybe it's a good idea to do a small brush. But start with a rectangle. But then on all the corners, you want to kind of give them a little bit of a bubble. Oh shit, that was way bigger. It's okay, it's okay. Let's do a little bubble there. Okay, that ended up being a little bigger than I meant to. Sorry. I'm gonna just make this a little bit. Okay, that feels better to me. Now, okay. Now the color on the screen is pretty good, but the one thing I'll tell you is the blues and purples always don't look as different on the camera. Like, the purple looks pretty much blue. It's much more purple looking than this blue. It's like the one thing about, my light pink is a lot lighter than my pink I did in the original. So that is accurate. And it might not look so great now, but, you know, maybe I'll do a second layer there. Okay, let's blow dry and let's go again here. Take another shot. Hey, if anybody wants to win the free painting, today's trivia question is, what was the worst reboot, okay? Okay, they're rebooting everything nowadays. Everything, no one's got any original ideas. It's just reboot this, reboot that. Why take a risk on anything? Let's just, hey, the Home Improvement was 5 months making a new Home Improvement. Anything, right? So, what's the worst reboot? Is it A, The Lion King, B, World War II, C, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, D, I don't get it, E, Chucky, F, the 2008 Bailout, G, the Great Depression, or H, Mulan? Alright, give it a guess. If you want to win a free painting, just take a crack at it. Cogging a lot. Okay, B is guessed. Also, F has been guessed, I believe. So I think F and B are off the tables. Yeah, World War II was. Yeah, it wasn't as good of a reboot, honestly, as some of the other wars. You know. Cheers. All right. Ludgar, what's up, man? Lugdor, sorry. Hey, Lugdor, did you ever get those paintings? I can't remember. I feel like I ask this every time. Hey, get your shot glass. I'll take another one in a minute. Actually, whenever you want to take one, you just call it out. I'll take one with you. Okay, so that's dry. Let's just do a second layer real quick. I've still got purple on my brush. Let's just go ahead and do purple first. Well, let's just put a second layer on this, okay? Let's really make it solid. All you have is wine. Hey, good. But yeah, hang out with me. Drink some wine. Okay, I just took a shot, but I'll take one in a little bit. Well, dude, you know what I want to do though? All right, I got purple on brush. I'm gonna paint over some of my purple sections. You know what I really want to do? You know, I was thinking about the other day is like, I always do wine because that's just like what I drink. But you know, I've never been wine drunk. Every time I try to drink wine, I get like a glass, maybe 2 in, and I'm like, I hate this, and I don't drink it. But I feel like it'd be a great thing to do for the stream. One week I get wine drunk, right? And I drink like a glass of wine or something like that for every shot I take. Get fucked up. What if I drank 12 glasses of wine, huh? 12 glasses of wine would be like 2 bottles, basically. Put your phone down. Alright, so I'm repainting all my purple sections. And I'm gonna repaint my pink. I'm probably gonna make my pink a little more red because I feel like the pink I did was too light. Put your phone down. Not to go all the way to my edges on every single one, but let's make it a little bit more solid there. And I cut mine off too. Boy, that'll help when I listen. I got so much purple on my brush, it's kind of making my brush a little thicker. Oh, you're a thick brush, aren't you? Oh, yeah, you're a thick brush. Phone down. Ah, shit. Kind of fork that up. You know what? I'm gonna fix it later. I'm not gonna. Don't stress about it right now. There's always time to fix stuff. Okay, fuck me. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna paint pink right now. I'll cover that up. You know, let's. Okay, I'm gonna paint pink. I want to take a shot right now, but I'm gonna do my best here. I'm gonna not get wasted in the first, you know, I don't know, 20 minutes. How long have I been streaming? Oh, 37 minutes. Shit. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's mix up some more red with our pink here. Oh shit, that's way too much. All right, more white. Riding in a drop hair, blowing in the wind, baby, I will put my phone down. Cause when you talk, I'ma listen. I can make you put your phone down. Leave it at the crib and guarantee you wouldn't miss it. I can make you put your phone down. You know, I think that is a little bit more red than that first layer I made, which was a little light. If you like your first layer, just go with that, okay? Ooh, yeah, I like that a little bit. Well, maybe a little bit more white. There we go. I can make you put your phone down. Your mama probably think you out there missing. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. I can make you put your phone down. I like this color a little better. But also, no matter what, even if you like your first color, you should do maybe a second layer. Actually, if your first layer is solid, you like it, go with it. I can make you put your phone down. You know what the problem is? I've got a big blob of purple paint on the edge of my cup that I scraped off. So then when I sit here and I get the right color, I wash it out, and I wipe my brush off on the edge, I get that purple paint right back on my brush. That's what's going on. Alright, let's make these edges nice and tight. If you're just putting your second layer the same color, don't have to worry about the edges as much as I'm worrying about it. Drops atop the shingles, lull me back to sleep. This red state that I live in, well, it could change to a blue state in a day, and that don't bother me at all. There's a certain kind of feeling about these days, like the feeling that one of my best friend in my life's band. Not short-lived. It lasted a while, but they're still making music, but just not like. My friend moved away. He's not here to make more of his music, but I love his band. They're great. There we go. Let's put a real nice edge right there. It can fill the mouths of those talking about how the young have done them wrong. There is no let's see. But yeah, I've been watching some shows. F-Boy Island's been pretty funny. Man, last night I was just going to sleep. I put this on HBO. There's a thing called Primal. It's an animated thing, and oh, it was awesome. It was fucking awesome. I liked it so much more than I ever thought I would. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, you ever watch F-Boy Island, Lugdor? Me and my girl have been watching it. It's a reality TV show. It is where there's like 3 girls and they're trying to find love. But the whole thing is that they've got like 25, 30 guys, and half of them are F-boys, half of them are nice boys, okay? Now, it doesn't mean they have to pick a nice one necessarily, but they know, you know, they're trying to kind of weed out the F-boys, right? Because they want love. So, you know, just a little guessing game, who's an F-boy, who's not. It's pretty clear, honestly, once you get to know any of them at all. If you're watching it. If you're on the show, they don't know everything. The girls are trying to, like, figure it out. But it's, entertaining. Pretty stupid, but it's funny. Pretty funny, honestly. When they get kicked at the end, like, they eliminate, you know, the girls eliminate guys that they're just not feeling it with, you know? And, when they get kicked off, the host goes, like, one week it's like all F-boys that get kicked off. She's like, F-boy, F-bye. And they have to leave. And if it's nice boys, she's like, nice guy, nice try, or something. And then, like, when they get kicked out, there's, like, all the F-boys that get kicked out go to this, like, little, shitty spot where they have to basically, like, break coconuts open every day and, like, live off the land, and it's like a nightmare. And all the nice guys go to this, like, mansion where, like, they get, you know, like, pina coladas every day, and they're just, like, looking down on the F-boys guys over there. It's kind of funny. It's because Nikki Glazer's, like, part of it, and she's hilarious. Okay, well, we got the big spots blanked in and blocked in. I'm gonna have to work through this. I still gotta put, you know, well, really the next part is just starting to go through and putting all the colors in, which really isn't too bad. Before I do that, I'm gonna have to draw in with my chalk. The main thing is putting the colors in. So we'll do that. Let's take a shot. Lugdor, you ready to take a drink? Ready to take a drink, Lugdor? Hold on, let me open this up. Let's see, what else has been going on? House of Dragons. Oh, yeah. My girlfriend started that without me. My girlfriend started, okay, sounds good, dude. I want to watch that new Game of Thrones show. There's too much stuff. There's too much stuff to watch now. Let's see how it is today. I'm like, the amount of good shows on, even if you're like this amazing show, it's like, is anyone even gonna remember you in like 20 years? Just like a short amount of time, because like, there's so much good shit out there. There's so many awesome shows right now. Like, even if you have this incredible show, there's all these other amazing shows that it's like you'd probably get, like, you know, left in the dust at some point. So anywho, I'm gonna take a shot. If you want to win a trivia question, today's trivia question is, what was the worst reboot? Okay, was it A, The Lion King, B, World War II, C, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, D, I don't get it, E, Chucky, F, the 2008 Bailout, G, the Great Depression, or H, Mulan? Alright, if you want to win a free painting, just give it a guess, and you could probably win one. Alright, this is going to take a second to dry. I'm going to cheers. Okay. Alright. So that's a trivia question. Lugdor, didn't you already guess? Oh no, Cognalog guess. Okay, Lugdor guesses a F. Okay, well no, F's already been guessed. Wait, Lugdor, pick one besides F. Or pick F. Actually, you know what? F's fine. Shit! I just realized I missed this one section. Anywho, I think most of this is pretty dry. There's still a couple wet. That's definitely wet. Anywho, what even is this show? That's how I want the elephant. That's how you want the elephant? Won the elephant? Okay, what else do I have on here? Richard Simmons. I still have not finished that documentary about Richard Simmons. This documentary is like, where in the world did Richard... I don't know what it's called, but it was like, what happened to Richard Simmons? And I was like, what did happen to Richard Simmons? And I got halfway through it when we were just doing the setup, and it's like all the stuff I already know. Like, yeah, I was a kid in the 90s. I remember this. I just don't know where he went. I never finished it. I'm still curious about him. Today is National Eat Outside Day. Okay, it's also National Trail Mix Day. But it's National Eat Outside Day. Here's a picture of somebody eating outside. So, happy Eat Outside Day. And then what else do I got? Oh, I got the Chucky. Yeah, this is what Chucky looks like now. Quite the reboot. But yeah, what happened to Richard Simmons? If anybody knows, tell me, because like I don't want to. I'm gonna watch their documentary eventually, but I really don't want to. Richard Simmons, I think, had some tact. I recognized after a while he was a figure of ridicule, but really he has a beautiful, undying spirit, which is so wholesome. He definitely does. He was such a sweet person. He's one of those people that's like, the saddest thing is just like how sweet he was, and it's like, God, this is like a nice person who, you know, is super emotional and is gonna get kind of ridiculed for it, but okay, well, so that's the ending? Did you ruin the ending for me? Which is fine. Is that really what it was? I don't know. What'd they say? What'd they say, Space Limbo? Okay, I'm gonna draw. Okay, let's take our chalk. We can draw on this. Let's go. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna make some little... Boom, there's some dumb little lines. You can barely see them. Maybe the orange will show it better. Oh yeah, it shows up a little better. Okay, and the pink parts will use this. Okay, now, one thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and continue that line up. Okay, let's put a little, couple little marks. Bad presidents. Oh yeah, oh, 10 years ago, yeah. Yeah, well, there's also there's a documentary I think I watched on Hulu. I haven't heard the podcast. Space Limbo, I haven't heard that one. But I just started this documentary. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's continue this line down. There's two little lines we've drawn in for the snout. Let's make a little line there. Just kind of going up between this corner, up towards this cheek. Let's continue this line up. Stewing through. Let's continue that line down and make that little edge there. Okay, basically bring this line, continue this line down. When this goes up, kind of continue that up. Right. Let's make these little wrinkles, okay? Gonna have a bad time. Okay, sorry. Did we watch the South Park anniversary, the concert? That was fucking dope. Let's go like that, and let's go like this, and there, and there. Why not? Shit, can't hardly see it. Okay. Hey, why not? Okay, let's do it. Let's take our blue chalk. Blue chalk. So here's my eye, right? Maybe I move it over a little bit. I feel like maybe I need to move it over a little bit. Okay. Let's make another little line there. Let's make another little line here. Right? Let's draw on our ears. Let's put a little, from the point, this out point, let's put a little line there. And let's make another little curvy line there, right? Oh, look, there's my ear hole. There's the ear hole. Maybe over here, let's do the same thing. Bring that down. Let's make sure it stops before the side of the head. Let's bring it kind of down here. Shit. There we go. I'll make it a little bigger. And maybe right inside there. Maybe I'll make it kind of like that. So there's still a dark edge. So maybe just like leave a little point inside the edge. Don't paint all the way to the edge of the ear. Let's leave a little point so we can make this. We're gonna make this lighter. Let's leave a little edge around the outside. That's okay. Nostrils, fork that. We don't need to do that. Let's do this though. Let's continue these lines up that we drew here, up and down. Ba-boom. Let's do this. Barrel, barrel. You see that? The lines continue. It's magical. It's a magical thing. All the time. Hey, we're done with the chalk. Let's take a shot. Keep painting. Oh, okay. I think it's just too draining to be so supportive. It's draining. Yeah, you put so much energy into just every random stranger you saw. But yeah, it's gotta be, you know, gotta be very taxing. It's called Missing Richard Simmons. Yeah, oh, the podcast is called that. Okay. Can you get the YouTube and Twitch chat overlays going so we can see what other audience are saying? Buddy, I wish I could, Luckdoor. I wish I could. I think even if I paid for the more premium package, the chats still won't overlay and show up in Twitch. They just busted my lip open. Hey, cheers to Richard Simmons. Cheers, Richard Simmons. I love you. Alright, let's get painting. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start with my colors. I'm just going to go through, paint all my colors. Let's start with green. Let's start with green. Just feels like a good color to start with. I'm going to take my blue plate with blue paint on it, get some yellow. Okay, let's take our skinny brush. Now, you can use your round brush for a lot of this if you like. I like the flat brush better. That's why I'm always using it more. It's not really for any... So, I mean, sometimes it does work better, but a lot of times I just like it better, okay? Alright, let's mix up a green, just a nice medium green. Oh, God, excuse me. Green paint, everybody. Take some white. Not much white. Mostly blue and yellow. So I'd make a pretty even mixture of blue and yellow and add just a drop of white to it, you know? And you get this kind of green color right here. Let's take some green here and let's green it up, okay? All right, I'm just gonna start from the right to the left. That's just kind of how my brain's working. Or you could start, actually no, let's do it a little bit more intuitively. Not so much like a robot. You know, one thing I've learned is that I'm kind of a robot more than most people. You know, you should probably make these kind of go angling up towards that hump at the top. So one thing I've learned, if we want to take those Myers-Briggs test things, I took mine and I'm ENTJ. And it's just like, you get things done, but you're a fucking monster. It's just basically like, I don't know. I don't think I don't have feelings or anything. I just, my main drive is like efficiency. I don't know why, but it is, and it's like more than like, you know, love or peace or happiness. Mine is efficiency, which is very strange. Okay, I'm gonna put little marks above the eye, ba-boom, a little bit below the eye. Let's put some little accent lines, like so. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, just like a round, kind of shaping the eye and that space right there. Don't overdo it. That's as much as I'm gonna overdo it right there, okay? Okay. Over here, let's put a little green under the eye. Let's put a little bit maybe outside on this outside ear there. Oh shit. Okay, maybe put down here, let's put a little boom, green right there. Maybe a little here. I think that's pretty good. Maybe one boom. Alright. Kaboom! Done with green. Alright, let's go to, let's do yellow. Let's grab a new plate, just get some yellow. I did, you Streamlabs. Stream Elements. Ooh, I've never heard of that. I do a bit of stonks streaming, or did a very little experience though. Or did very little experience though. But you can basically have chat overlays and just load them up through Stream Elements. Okay. I use OBS Studio. I don't even use Streamlabs. Just what I've always used. I feel like Streamlabs, you can do all the same thing, but it's like MS-DOS. You gotta like enter like, it's like coding almost. But I can do it. Okay, let's take yellow. Nothing mixed in it, just plain yellow. Boom. So, welcome to the party. Okay, this is the yellow party. Alright, let's go ahead and start dancing, just start playing. This is the fun part. Let's just start fucking painting. I'm gonna fucking paint now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking paint now. Oh, wham. Okay, use the wide side of your brush and just boom. Make some skinny lines, make some wide lines. Wow. Look, continue that green up. Green's kind of like your light color in the purple. Yellow's kind of like your light color in the pink area. Think of it like that. What? What's up? What's up? What's up? Boom. Kaboom. Kaboom. What's up? Huh? What's up? Now, on our lines, let's do this. Let's continue the greens with the yellows. Let's do the same thing in here. Let's put some yellows. I'll outline a little bit of the cheek there. Why not? And I think that's most of it. Oh, down here at the bottom, maybe a little boom like that. Kind of see a little musculature for the leg. And yeah, let's take a shot. Okay, again, if you want to win a free painting, today's trivia question: what was the worst reboot? Okay, was it A, The Lion King, B, World War II, C, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, D, I don't get it, E, Chucky, F, 2008 Bailout, G, Great Depression, or H, Mulan? Now, I think B and F have been guessed for sure. But you know, just guess whatever you want. Okay, while we got yellow on our brush, let's take a little drop of red here. Let's just mix it in and make ourselves an orange. Just the tiniest drop of red mixed with yellow will make a good orange. I mean a tiny drop of red with a whole lot of yellow. That's what you want. Okay, got some orange here. Let's roll. Let's put a little up here. Hey, whoa, oh, that's not enough red. That's not different enough. Okay, maybe some more red. Okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe need a little bit more red. Those very clearly different looking than the yellow. Okay, yeah, that's better. These are gonna be kind of in between. These are in between, not the lightest colors, not the darkest colors, kind of in between some places. Let's put a little there. Maybe we'll put a little here. In my heart. Boom. I mean, really, just put this wherever you want. Honestly, I wouldn't even... I'm gonna start kind of peppering this in next to my yellow lines back here. And I think that's probably fine. You know, there's a little bit of that, okay? Now, let's wash our brush out. Let's get red. Alright, we're coming up on an hour. I'll take another shot for the hour. Okay, let's get just red paint. Put them on a water. Mix that in. Lots of water for this, apparently. Some of your stronger colors need more water. I feel like black paint, white paint, red paint. These colors need more water. I don't know why. It just like seems like these colors are way stronger. Like if you get a color that says, if you buy a tube of paint that says hue on it, it means it's a cheap piece of shit. It means you're going to have to use twice as much of that to mix with anything on a stronger color. Red, black, white, those are always going to be strong colors. They're going to be very, I don't know why, they just are. That's pretty much how it always is. But anyway, if you get those, they need more water. Anyway, all right, let's go. Let's paint our dark colors up now. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's put some up here. I would recommend getting a little jiggy with it. Okay, get a little jiggy with it. Okay, does anybody ever remember when Will Smith was a rapper? Because I do, because I was a child. I remember Will Smith came out with this album called Big Willie Style. And it was pretty hilarious. Do you save your stream recordings? I think it would be sweet if you provided these paintings yourself. Oh my god, I do record the stream paintings, and that's what I put up on YouTube. That's what I take and I edit down into my TikTok videos. But yeah, all of these are on YouTube. Long videos. I just add a little intro and outro, and there's the video. Okay, so what I think we're gonna do here is like right here, this little point. I'm gonna drag that up here towards this angle in two directions, kind of like out like a V. Okay. Then in the middle, we're just gonna press down, kind of just make a little U-turn there, and then connect it. Boom. There's that little color. Yeah, do you not know that, Lugdor? Yeah, look it up on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. I have a channel and everything. Okay. Now, here we go. Let's take this red. Let's really outline some spots in the pink. Oh yeah, it's in there. Yeah, you can watch it and paint along with me. And I want to make kits and sell them. It's just, I don't know. I want to make the kits. It's just that no one's ever actually bought one. I've sold some to like friends around town, but I want to put kits out. That would be like, okay, now down here we're gonna kind of fill in some sections. It's kind of in shadow here. I want to make these so that they're easy paintings that anyone can do. I can do them hammered sometimes, like that. Didn't do that very well hammered, did I? But they're really meant to be like fun, easy paintings to do that anyone can do. Boom. Kaboom. I don't know what else I've been doing. I don't know. Man, I started watching this show last night. I think I started talking about this. It's called Primal. And it's like all silent. It's like an animated show. But it's like all, there's like no dialogue. You know, it's basically about this guy. It's about a caveman and a dinosaur kind of working together in a way. And, it's awesome. I turned on, I'm like, okay, I need to watch some of this. This is too awesome. I need to fall asleep last night. And I couldn't fall asleep. I'm like, let's watch more of that fucking awesome show. So I did. And it was great. It's called Primal on HBO. Highly recommended. Okay, let's take our brush. Let's wash it out. Let's get some blue paint. Let's get our Thala blue on here. Well, Primal is just a cool show. It doesn't make any sense. It's not worried about facts or science or history. It's just kind of like Samurai Jack, you know, because it reminds me of that because there's like no real talking. It's just kind of this visual, awesome show, and every episode's like just badass. It's like, or like, you know, any of those shows. Like, I'm taking just blue here, by the way, and I'm just putting. It's not even very detectable, even in mine, you know, it's hard to see even from where I'm sitting at this point. But I'm putting the blue kind of in areas where I feel like, oh shit. Not that. Don't do that. What am I doing? I'm fucking it up so bad. This is emergency. Don't do what I'm doing. Okay. Anywho, Primal, it's a cool show. It's just cool. It's just cool. It's like, is Samurai Jack scientifically accurate? No, it isn't. Not at all. But it's cool to watch. Boom. Well, I'm putting some dark blues just kind of in where, definitely in here next to these. Maybe some areas I can go over my green a little bit. Oh, let's take some dark blues down here in the nose. What's up? What's up, nose? Oh, what's up, nose? So it's Ark, the show? I don't know what Ark is. What's Ark? Is that is it an animated, cool action thing? Because that's what this is. But Primal's cool. Okay. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. I had a tickle in my throat. Hey, what about, I don't know. What about Mandalorian? So it was kind of like that. It was kind of like where it's like every episode they, you know, they fight somebody, but you know he's gonna win at the end. It's just like a fun thing every time you watch. What's a video game? The Ark is a video game that even Snoop Dogg plays?
What was that?
I have no idea, but it would be really great if it didn't do it again.
Okay, sorry I yelled. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. We did our oranges and our reds. Shit, I let some stuff out with my yellers. Okay, let's take some yeller and mix some white with it, okay? Here's my yellow. Let's get a little white on here. Make sure I really wash my brush out. Let's dry it off in a paper towel to see if it's really clean or not. Let's add a little white in this time, okay? All right, let's make it official. Okay, let's make it official. Boom, let's put some light yellers in. You know, not for nothing. Just, let's do some of that. Not everywhere, but just here and there. Maybe little bright spots, you know. Hey, who knows? Oh, hey, whoa, hey. Can you believe it? But the main thing we want to do with the light yellows, we want to do this. Let's go ahead and outline some of this. And outline, boom, there's a nostril. That's a friggin' nostril right there. Make some different marks there. Boom. We'll stop there. Okay, sorry, excuse me, I burped. You said, wait, what? Lugdor says, I have not heard of Ark. You're the one who said, so it's Ark. The show? What is Ark? Then you say you've never heard of Ark? I'm confused. Okay, let's do this though. Let's do this, okay? Let's take our black paint. Okay, let's take a new plate, get some black paint on it. Okay, and let's do some black paint. Here we go. Alright, let's outline some shiz. Shit. No. Okay, if you don't mix your water in enough with your paint, you get drips. And it's not good. Just stir my brush around more. Correct, I don't know what arc is. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying, I love how you're on Twitch and have not heard of arc. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. Thank you for the explanation. Okay, well, I'm taking black paint and I'm gonna fill in my eyeball. Let's fill in this little football sheet black. Like they used to. Fill in this eyeball here. I'm also gonna take black. I'm just gonna start filling in some, more substantial areas. Boom, there's the side of that. Play it. Maybe I put a little line there. Maybe we put a little like that. And then kind of bring this up, kind of make that a little more shadowy so you can see that maybe the purple and that are different. Ooh, let's put some nostrils in there. Boom. Nostrils. Over here on the lines, let's do some of the darker lines. Now I've got kind of my red more on the right side. The red's my dark lines and my there. So maybe on the right side, where maybe I'll continue the red lines. I'll continue the black where the red was in the pink spot. If that makes any sense at all. Just do both. Do a little bit of both. I mean, just put some black lines in there too. I think I'll put a little black right here, a little shadow area there. Let's take some black, maybe just put a little sprinkle, some shadows in from the bottom. Boom, look at that. Anywhere I want to darken up some of that purple area, go for it, okay? Go for it. That kind of looks cool, just sprinkling these in. That kind of looks better. Okay, maybe one more spot, maybe like here. Maybe a little spot there. Done with the black. Okay, let's take another shot and... Okay, let's get double-digit shots here. Let's finish this friggin' painting off, because I might be getting too drunk. Alright, what are you saying? Look, Dor, I'm sorry for making that so painful. I hate when chat gets like I am being right now. No, Mr. Streamer trying to entertain me. Let me take over and tell you about the world now. Please take over. I mean, I have no problem with that. Do not feel bad about that. Like, I so appreciate it, Dor. I really do. Cause you give me, I'm just trying to talk to people. This is what I'm doing on a Wednesday. So if you talk to me, I'm so much happier. Talk to me about whatever you want. If I agree with you, I'll agree with you. If I disagree with you, I'm gonna say, no, you're not dumb, don't like, nah, don't believe. I'm not bothered at all. I love it. Please, take over and take over the stream. The cow's looking very stoic. Oh, okay, well, that's good, I think. Is that good? Yes, stoic. Yeah, she looks so. This is the pink cow, not just a pink cow. This is the pink cow. Okay, take your brush. You know, maybe I could use a different brush. Use your round brush whenever you want. I'm gonna take my same flat brush, and I'm gonna start my white. Do my white colors. Screw this plate. I hate this plate. Dumb plate. Let's get a new plate. New plate with just white paint. Alright. Alright, wash my brush here. Let's get white paint. Now the white is going to be mostly in the pink. But there will be some of the white, or the purple I mean. Let's start in the pink. Hey, let's put some white in the pink. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, though? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let's just put some white paint in our pink sections of the painting. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Let's start in the pink areas. Okay. Up here, let's start up here at the top. That's where the light's at. Top. Maybe some here. Ba-bam. Here we go. Ba-boom. Oh shit, that's too much. But you know what? I'm gonna leave it. Because you know what? Every painting's a work of art and blah, blah, blah. Some bullshit like that. Okay, let's do this. Maybe let's put a little. Now here's some kind of our lighter areas in the purple. Let's maybe continue that out here. Boom. Oh, what's up? What's up? Hey. Maybe I put a little white across the top of the nose. Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, scoops? Is that bad? Oh, scoops? I don't think so. I think that's pretty good. Okay, let's put a little white there. A little there. Shit. Out of the purple there. Okay. Alright, let's outline some perps. There's a little perp outline. What do you do for your job? Well, Jaked7. I'm actually the fucking general manager of a restaurant, if you can believe that. And you know what? Lately, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Good question. We're getting geared up for the busy season again, and for real though, like, I'm just gonna ramble. It's gonna be really busy here. It's gonna be football season, and lately, I've been the general manager for a year or so now, and I think when I first was doing it, a lot more sympathy. Now it's been a year, and like some of the people that are there, like, I've only been there since I've hired them. And there's really no sympathy for me, which, okay, get. But man, I just don't, really personally, like, I am such a lunatic. Well, I'm not a lunatic, but like, my whole thing is just efficiency, like in my life, and like, people are mostly concerned with like love and peace, or power and happiness and intimacy. Maybe yours is. Maybe your thing is, you know, I don't know, fun and joy. Mine's efficiency, because I'm a psycho. Apparently. Everyone just thinks like, I can't believe it got onto me. He must hate me for this reason. I'm like, no, I'm just literally that concerned about sugar packets right now. And people don't quite understand that. It's like hard for people to understand. And I'm like people's boss. It's strange to me. And then they're like, hey, I want this many shifts. And you give them that many shifts, they're like, I don't want this many shifts. Take all my shifts away. And I'm like, what? No, I don't have paintings hanging in my restaurant. No one cares about my paintings. Well, really, it's just that I don't push my paintings on nobody or nothing. I could, you know, honestly, this is my Wednesday. I just like doing this. I've always been an artist. I went to college for art, and it's always been fun. But you know, I'm basically a robot. I'm ENTJ. Look up ENTJ on the Briggs Myers thing. It's all like you're this and you're that. Really, it's like you don't have feelings and you're not a person. All you care about is getting a job done, and you're like an asshole about it. It's like, okay, sorry. And but this is still like fun to me, right? I still love doing this. I still always do art for money. I still do this as a thing. It's completely opposite of my job in my real life. Do you paint in your restaurant? No, it's okay. Thank you. Glad you do it on Wednesdays. Thank you. What type of food do you cook, and what's your best dish? Yeah. Start looking at, you're looking at being it's like, oh, they get shit done and blur blah blur. But then the subtext is like, they're assholes. They fucking boss everyone around. I don't want to boss people around, but I end up doing it. Okay, hey guys, you know what? This is. Oh wait, we're not done yet. Last thing we do. Take whatever brush, really. Turn on the plastic tip, dip it in white paint, and let's put a little highlight. Oh, there's a little highlight. Both eyes, same place. What I've been doing lately, I'm gonna put a second and a third one. Boom. Boom. And let's put another one down here. Boom, look at that. Look at that friggin' cow. Hey, one hell of a pink cow we made, okay? INTJ, oh, okay. I get a lot of INFPs or ISFPs a lot. Yeah. Well, he's not so evil anymore. Now, there's chalk lines that you want to erase later. I would suggest erase that later, okay? Do that once the painting's totally dry. Because even how dry it is, you think you're gonna mess it up and be like, oh, it's dry, I'm gonna wipe it off. Then you smear something and you're gonna be mad. Okay, so don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna go back and paint my bottom edge. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about the trivia question in a second. Last thing we want to do is do this, and we want to sign our painting so it's a nice official painting. Got all your edges painted, nice. Here we go. Last thing I'm gonna do is take my little baby brush and get some paint. I think I'm gonna do green. Just me. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna go down here and go wow. Boom, signed. Consider it signed. Okay, so there's our painting for today. Let's take another shot. Just congratulations it. Right, you guys are saying a lot of stuff and I can't drink very. Oh, strawberry milk. This is where strawberry milk comes from, everybody. Okay, this is the cow. This is the cow. Samantha, the pink cow that gives everybody strawberry milk. Okay, it's a once in a lifetime cow, and it gives everybody. That's where all the chocolate strawberry milk comes from. Okay, so again today, let's go through it. This is the new Chucky, I guess. This is what the new Chucky looks like. Today's National Eat Outside Day. This is someone eating outside. That's just what today is. Today is August 31st, National Eat Outside Day. Okay? I didn't make this up. It's true. So someone eating outside. Okay? And then Richard Simmons. Come on. Give it up. Where's Richard Simmons? Come back. We love you. Fuck all the haters. You know what I bet happened is social media. I haven't finished this documentary I've been watching, but okay. Missing piece has to be social media, right? In the 90s, there's no social media. You're living in the moment. Well, a little bit more. You know the ratings and criticisms and stuff, but nowadays, everything you do is instantly rated. It's on social media. You get the hate right there, right? You get all this stuff, and it's so overwhelming. I bet you got overwhelmed by social media. I'm gonna guess that. I haven't listened to any. I haven't finished that documentary, but that's gonna be my guess. Trivia question was, what's the worst reboot? Okay. Well, guys, I'll tell you this. The worst reboot was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, I know. Well, you know. Oh. It's like the 2008 bailout is kind of like the, you know, fucking college tuition bailout. It's just banks giving too much money to too many people who are not going to pay it back, and the government bails them out. And that's bad. And World War II is a bad reboot of World War One. Like, it was a lot worse. Like, the World War One was like cool and trendy, and like not a lot of people died, and like, hey, stay in our trenches, well, they'll treaty it out at some point. Mulan was terrible. Mulan's second worst. I never saw it, but I heard it was terrible. Lion King, I never saw it, but I heard it. I mean, it's Lion King. Why fuck up the Lion King? Great Depression, though, is a tight second or third place. This whole Great Depression thing is like, you know, well, I think everyone should just enjoy their HD TVs as much as they can, and enjoy as much as you can before it all crumbles on itself. But what's worse than that was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot, okay? Because, okay, Simon Rice, I think Michael Bay made it, and I didn't know it was Ninja Turtle. I mean, nothing about it was right or good. You know what I hated is like, oh, Michael Bay was just like, all of a sudden they're crashing down a snow-covered mountain, and I have no idea what's happening. Cool stuff's happening, but I'm just like, so does this, okay, like, can you offer one shot, just a giant wide zoom shot of like everything going on, just being like, this is this person, there's that person. Like, is there any, like, I'm pretty sure that Michael Bay is just making cool shots and not worrying about what kind of sense it makes at all, right? Which kind of means that there's no stakes. It's just kind of what happens in the next shot that I'm being forced down my throat. The Ninja Turtles was nothing like the old ones. It was not likable. It was terrible. The Ninja Turtles for some reason looked like it's like the Sonic thing where they had like the teeth. Why? They just make them goofy looking. That's what they are. They're goofy looking. That's the cool thing about it, is that it's not realistic. It's goofy. It's silly. So TMNT, the new TMNT sucked. I never. They came with an amazing. In the '90s, they kind of had their swan song and their beautiful period there, and it will never be the same. We should all just probably just give up on Ninja Turtles. We should all probably just be like, okay, no more Ninja Turtles. Like, we nailed it, and it's never gonna be any better. So let's just move on. So cheers to Ninja Turtles. No one guessed it, but everyone gets a painting. Okay, total, I have like 43 paintings that I need to get rid of. Like, for the love of God, I swear to God, on everything in my life, that I just have a bunch of extra paintings. I paint these paintings every 2 out of 3 times people take it, but I've been doing this for like years. I have too many paintings. Anyone that guessed today, I'm gonna message everyone that commented and say, tell me what painting you want, and you get a painting, okay? Swear to God, please, anyone, take a painting from me. Okay, you have to tell me your address, so I have an address to mail it to, okay? You'll tell me your address, tell me a address, and I will happily mail a painting into oblivion. I just need to get rid of these paintings, please. Somebody take these paintings off me. Please, like, I'm gonna message everyone that guessed, everyone that commented, and say, hey, send me an address, pick a painting, here's a link to look at the paintings. pick one out, tell me which one you want, and I'll mail it to you. Please, God, just give me somewhere to mail. My paintings are, I'm looking at them right now on the shelves. There's no more room for any more paintings. I have to get rid of like half of these. I need to get rid of like 15 paintings. Like, please, someone take these paintings from me. It's really not like, there's no secret, there's no ploy. I am not. Look, if I knew how to like sell information, I wouldn't. But Jesus Christ, dear Lord, I can't. Like, just know, like, please take these paintings from me. Like, someone pick some paintings, just take them. I'm begging you all. Okay, I need to. Alright. We made a painting of a pink cow today, and that was pretty fun. I think it was fun. Myself, I think it was fun. Okay, so, anyway, this is what the new Chucky looks like. Pretty stupid. Today doesn't actually eat outside. That's what somebody looks like eating outside. And Richard Simmons, I want to say Richard Wilson almost, really, Russell Wilson. Richard Simmons, come back and be my friend. I want you as a friend. Who doesn't? Look how great he is. He's just a loving. His big crime was being too loving. How sad is that? Hey, thank you for Space Summit says she's a beautiful cow. And yeah, I agree. What a good cow. You're a good cow. You're a good cow. Good cow. She's a good heifer. Okay, goodbye and thanks for watching. I love everybody and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.